Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So right now, millions of Social Security beneficiaries are at risk of losing right around $2,500 out of their monthly payments. We're going to be going over why some Democratic lawmakers are urging President Joe Biden to act right now. Plus, the Commissioner of Social Security is urging lawmakers not to raise the full retirement age. We're going to be looking at his statement as well. But before we go ahead and dive into the main content of today's video, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive up to $10,000 in free stocks or $10,000 in free cash, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Moomoo. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then deposit at least $100. At that point, Moomoo will be sending you at least 5 free stocks worth all the way up to $10,000. And if you'd rather just have the cash, all you have to do is once you receive the free stocks is just sell them for what they're worth and then transfer the cash value right back to your bank account. Okay, so diving right into our lead story of today's video, and that involves Donald Trump and the fact that he has just a few days to secure a massive $450 million bond. Otherwise, they're going to start seizing his assets in the state of New York, and that includes the Trump Tower. Obviously, Donald Trump is extremely mad about this, to say the least. So, according to The Hill, New York Attorney General takes steps towards seizing Trump assets. So, the New York Attorney General's office has filed judgments in Westchester County, where former President Trump's golf resort and private estate known as Seven Springs is located, a first step towards seizing the asset. The judgments were filed with Westchester County Clerk's Office March 6th. Public records show Judge Arthur Engoron, who oversaw the sweeping civil fraud trial against Trump and his business, formally entered his multi-million-dollar judgment just over a week earlier. Trump has just 4 days to find the cash to post a surety bond for his portion of the judgment, a whopping $454 million plus interest, before New York Attorney General Letitia James can begin seizing his assets. If Trump posts the bond, the judgment would be automatically paused while the former president appeals Engoron's ruling. James has said that if Trump does not have the funds to pay off the judgment, her office intends to seek, quote, judgment enforcement mechanisms in court. In New York City, where Trump's trial took place, a judgment has already been entered. The former president's famous 40 Wall Street and Trump Tower properties are located there. So obviously Trump is in a terrible situation. Obviously, Trump has billions of dollars to his name. The problem is he doesn't have this billions of dollars or the 454 million plus interest that he would need just sitting around in a checking account or somewhere like in a room where he just has all the cash on hand. All of his assets, like most billionaires, are locked up in stocks, real estate, things like that. Things that are semi-liquid, but not necessarily, completely liquid. Because if he were going to go out and sell like his real estate, obviously it's going to take some time to find a buyer. It's not like he's going to find a buyer within the next few days to come up with this money. So not sure exactly what's going to happen. Is the state of New York going to seize the Trump Tower and his other assets? Well, it sure looks like it. They haven't been stopped so far. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. We are definitely going to see how it plays out within the next few days. Now, moving into our next story of today's video, this one is from Axios, where millions of seniors behind on student loan risk losing Social Security, lawmakers warn Biden. So obviously, lawmakers want something to be done about this. If nothing is done, part of the Social Security checks can be seized by the federal government to pay off student loans. So according to Axios, millions of older Americans are at risk of losing some of their Social Security benefits after defaulting on student loans. Democratic lawmakers said in a letter urging the Biden administration to act. Seniors are one of the highest risk categories, with reports showing nearly 40% of borrowers aged 65 or older are in default. Federal programs that claw those funds back mean seniors lose as much as $2,500 in Social Security benefits annually. More than 3.5 million Americans at or above the age of 60 hold student loan debt, collectively amounting to over $125 billion. per 2023 data from the think tank New America that lawmakers cited. Now, under the Treasury Offset Program, also known as TOP, the federal government can collect tax refunds and benefits such as Social Security from those with outstanding student loans per federal student aid. The lawmakers expressed concerns that older borrowers are disproportionately subject to TOP collection per the letter addressed to the Social Security Administration, Treasury Department, and Education Department. The program allows for up to 15% of monthly federal government benefits, including Social Security and disability payments, to be withheld, lawmakers said. They noted that roughly 44% of borrowers who were 50 years and older at the time of their initial offset were subject to this maximum Social Security benefit withholding. So obviously this is a huge deal, because right now in 2024, with the rising cost of living, and most people would agree, especially those who are more than likely going to have their Social Security benefits withheld to go towards their student loans, people receiving those checks, they're already struggling a lot to get by. So if they're going to have another $2,500 seized from their checks annually, that's obviously just going to put them in an even tougher position. So let me know your thoughts in comments below. Should their Social Security checks be taken to go put towards their student loans, or should Joe Biden and lawmakers do something to make the situation a little bit easier for them? Now, we've also had reports come out recently that the House Republicans, if they keep majority, I guess, moving forward in 2025, that one of the things they want to do to reform Social Security is to raise the full retirement age. So right now, for people born in 1960 or later, the full retirement age for them is going to be 67. However, they believe that right now for people who are age 40 and below, that they should have the full retirement age lifted. A number hasn't exactly been given, but the speculation is that the full retirement age would be lifted up to anywhere between 69 and possibly even 70. Once again, this would be for people who are not nearing or at the full retirement age right now. And so we had the commissioner of Social Security saying, wait, we should definitely not be doing this. And he's urging lawmakers not to raise the full retirement age. So according to The Hill, Social Security Administration Commissioner Martin O'Malley warned that raising the retirement age for the program would disproportionately hurt blue-collar workers the day after the Republican Study Committee released a proposal to raise the age. The RSC, which comprises nearly 80% of House Republicans, released a budget proposal Wednesday that would raise the age of Social Security eligibility to account for increases in life expectancy, though it did not provide specifics. The current full retirement age for the program is 67. Americans want their government to strengthen Social Security and expand it, not to cut it, contract it, or gut its customer service, O'Malley said at a House Ways and Means Committee hearing on Thursday. He said, for those who would advocate raising the age, I think we have to be mindful of people who do hard work their whole lives and die sooner, he says. So basically he's saying that blue-collar workers, those who work in factories or have construction workers, those in very heavy labor jobs, for them, it's going to be extremely difficult. Once they get to the age of 64, 65, 66, 67, they're pretty much done. It's going to be hard for them to continue working when they're already probably having knee problems, joint problems, things like that. And to raise the full retirement age up to 70, a lot of people are saying, quite frankly, it's a little bit cruel. And the argument for raising the full retirement age, of course, is the fact that our life expectancy has been increasing. Though actually, if we look at the past 20 years, it really hasn't. It's actually declined over the past few years. Most likely that's because of COVID deaths taking place. But we really haven't seen the life expectancy increase that much if you really look at the data. But that's pretty much the argument there, that our advances in science, medicine, and technology have allowed humans to live longer, and therefore we should be raising the full retirement age to account for that and hopefully keep the trust fund solvent for a longer period of time. But obviously I'm against that idea. I don't think we should be raising the full retirement age, but I would definitely love to hear your thoughts in comments below. Do you believe that we should be raising the full retirement age? And what other measures do you believe that we should make to ensure that the trust fund stays solvent? That way we don't have to have these massive cuts in 2033 of 20 to 25% if nothing is done at all. But that's all we have for today's video. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.